enimu kra enti ama akodane kona bra sa as a bank yasi ya de be maasi emfamba delays nkwa na wubi opani nyina no it's as a result of the fact that bajo collateral no enimu and pay Eclipse collateral management for that room bajo won bedom aboa amba collateral mu odu na ene we de kwa bank no ebeti ase no mu agye said e be ya wo loan no wonsa ebetemi aka and pay Eclipse for nkwa and the boa e was a kwan yi so oni wo muni nkomo na wo mo bejo so ahwe ama won so we hi asem ni nyina bajo wo mo ahye ni nyina kama e de amafa Teresa, we are the what is and a paper. What do you click on the trauma event for Ning on 0543832466 0543832466. Now one more Ebejo, so one more Denton New site, Tabakan Street, one more Bebe the Moses Hospital, and West African Senior High School in Chehua Pe. A war pet and a chimo, and a pay speak to them. And then think safety before you end a decent income. One bed Joshua Grabo. And a pay when you're more any income. Hey. But you do have and prayer center. Class you do there. Why number one? I don't pay question to buy ye. Woman, woman, dear bedra by swinging. Food and drug authority for as you show more dear to say, a papa. Now, who you should be at? Your quick case may ye ever would depend on Sa Pepe Penay. Bibian West and Kofo half of Rubia and Fabrel. I don't pay what I say when you was some day. Now, when you were Yarisadia, Yarabia, Aquadane, Kuankro. But you make us a Kuankra, so swatching. I try so many solutions, but in Timinko, I don't pay the Obeyina no any sir. When a year, we could see do Heba and prayer center for a bidding combo. Comodian Mono Pacho, what would you know the Macoma no and a dear Bedramai? The kind a GD Heba mixture. GD Heba mixture or a boa yepa. I tried to say 2 years per compare. Wa edru na jua honam nyina ya oya anope ya wasori waposo or yapa about general body weakness it's some pain ababetina wosunti anope di obe nyina they say obebu atre ba ko jiri hebo abestra no na one no onoma ebemu aye very active pa na ekenya woni padua no ma eneyi woni padua no etimi eye adwuma shop afi wo other health related issues adi nyina no jiri hebo abestra so no be a beboa we in kunim de heba menstrual wo dwama so we your bar menstrual cramp say how are you menstrual irregularity but tete wo ba stomach pain also and how are you ba I don't pay the obe nyina no and it's in kunim de heba menstrual e wo dwama so ba wo san kabi na yisu ni e beboa but generally available e wo heba shops ni nyina I don't pay Ubo Rema when Sir Ebe Kembe. We done pharmacy, was Shaman, Echoes Pharmacy was Shaman, we pass ventures, Ewo Kaishi, Drug Lane, Palo Heba, Ewo Kaishi, Angel Heba, Ewo Kaishi, Kingswalk Heba, Ewo Kaishi, and a fame Madina, Bruce Huma, Tony K Heba, Ewo Hall, Kaswa for Monko a year, House of Drugs, JB Pharmacy. And then the Heba shops nationwide. Heba shop will be Obenya a year. You couldn't be Heba Mistra and a Fiji Heba Mistra. Not watching me at Toby a issue. Open the do more to when you quick was here to Heba. And in come on 0558 63 9865. 0558 63 9865. Not when you want more ending come out of pay. And go to my table, say, but I got residence. Your town. We need it, Mr. Speaker. Mamina was in the Free Senior High School policy is once again back in the news. Na oba news ni mono baby ankomodie ye free bay no akwakoye bebre. In fact, amount komoy no wosani mua na akwakosi se wo hene pona ankasa na akasa no. Enti ene se Ghana fo betie no wasupemu no eno ho nkomo ene conversation no ane ye have ya no pay. Na shedding so set numbers no 0550 567-929 0550-567-929 fa wadwenche no ebra anope making kind nyina no e the amount na yetimi e the enkomwe otumfo ase to His Royal Majesty akasa na ne kasa ni mu no ana watchere se senior high school no say ye be any free na yahwe se as a country no in fact enkwalani ko school a won benya aduane adi free books a yede be ma wo mo eye free entire a wo mo be say ye free empabo a wo mo be say ye free akasa de yede chobox e de be ka ho de ama wo mo na che say wo ba no a wo do secondary school level ne de bibia ye free abai de ye bibia de ma na His Royal Majesty kire mu say baby a ya ba bedro no esese ye bu kompoko yechi na ye kokohwe se policy no implementation no se eye project krada nka edrum pempenso a esese ye evaluation na ye hwe se the project objectives ye timi achieve ni ye. Now he raises the concerns about the fact say enei se enkwala beko school free na wo mo bedru school mo no nuane a yesi ye de ma wo mo ye free na nuane no at the end of the day enye papa ebedu baby krado na aban ho akire na to the extent say wo ye ne ho hwe a enye ye na akwakoba ne se enuane ne kra de afa de enkobiem kra na e de kasa bebre na de aba ekoba ne se okoka ho aseba na akwakwa te se de wo bo aban achi aban ne wo nheda mpe de wo ye ne ade asa aban ne feli meanwhile no aban ne so se or try the best otumfo ase tutu nana ye bo ni ane asori say we need to rethink and have a different conversation. Say as a country like Ghana, as I say your financials no enye. Your books ni mu nyina ye sika sem ni nko yie no. As I say ye tenase ni ye hwe ni ye bu kompoko yechi. Say awofo ni bi wo Ghana ha ebetimi atua wo mo ankasa ma school fees. Na aboa ma nkwala no enya baby papa tena esua de yie. Enye aduane papa edi na malnutrition no ankotom na ankoseti in. I mean, we need to have that conversation. And we need to do it frankly. Without any political colorization. Na ye make sure na ye hu se baby a ye keka kono. Say the needy and the brilliant student. And ye beka say in fact, ye free education. But awofo amu capacity amu betimi atua no muntua. Wamwa any be more brower for no abai and taking care of them there. Near who say ye nisa. Otumfo nsusu ye mu no onim say ye nisa. Ebeboa pa ma policy said the abai ho chire no akwanua se nyina so se okope sika free baby de be free SHS ni mu no. Otumfo say ye chance ye say ye di nkomo ni say na omai mu ni nyina no dwendwen ho say ya. Ebetimi aboa ama policy no enya ne poma sibre eye ma yenko na yentie otumfo ebra yebekọ lines ne so na yaye adwuma edi nkomo edi afio ma yentie His Royal Majesty ebra
pasi ewonya disua pa nko so be science ni bio jo ye ni nyina na ekoso na ye akurasi be na kulungu ho be na obi so ha se ewonya disua pa nko so be science ni bio jo ye ni nyina na ekoso na ayeka entrosi ni nyina yi blocks yi ampa aka schools ni bio ho aka ni nyina na esi sika no e de be no so na e de na so se de ba sika no de bi wo wa hu hia no ye tete so na ye na ye de pia kwa ye be ya na ye so na ye nye ni nyina kama ma enko dormitories enko lada e fa yenko e de da be na ni no ni senior high school science lab e bini ho ICT e bini ha afi PT ni e ni bi e de to bo kakra na e de koso school bus e bini ho o aduane a ye di ebi ni ho na ni nyina ye hwe ni hu se de site jo training in free senior high school and pass a year there. Name on mommy and free senior high school. No, say yet to a journey who Messi because a free senior high school among Colacona Comadi and as a premier bad and they soon him for so.
Joe,
Nay, ever said you are never one or dinner son or Buffy, dinner son or Buffy, then Wasako, then soon. Yes, she said, ye who see a quite near call. Adrian will be dear and would do bet me a tree. I'm here. Obo was a bobetry. I am in chair.
Joe,
and my idea. You film a canny, a cool school, no, you film you now pass here. Yeah, her bezry. Well, woman, who name won't venture, and better natural trouble. Yeah, you film me, my bedroom. Cocoa boss scholarship, those days, in their movie. Oh, that will be to your trans, no, trian or dear, you who's won't venture as we try near home. Better no who's away into near their school administration. Bezry near their man on so called. It is our bread, their more cane, and never walk. Then I'm going to bro for now to
Joe,
only everything and you come now.
Joe,
Would say empire never one man or trade and industry me communication me
Joe,
or ye go me honey.
Joe,
So, or may mammy who said, I did what me I am afraid baby I come.
Joe,
Now, Brassier, that is it, sir, never saw. What we reinforce our more fine man, won't bring any more no one.
Joe.
And that is His Royal Majesty, Ochimfo to speaking. Na Education Minister visitor what they emba no na komodie no etime ebai. Quite an interesting one. Stir a lot of controversy about this particular policy, but already no, don't forget say buying a year the friend Education Forum soliciting for ideas about how you bet me a reposition Ghana's educational sector. Many educationists Ura David Oforia Champon any enkomo over what we can pay a margin.
Oh, speaker, I'm a king of Gamma Joso, a chat you.
Now, I'm holding or hodie.
Oh, Damia, I said that.
And I trade and passing. Now, I don't pensy that's a waji so papa. Now, the other kind, enkomo ye didn't pay be. In fact, suggestions in the be no abba. Say, as a country, no, as I said, ye very sincere. To ourselves now ye bisa said the year ye say you know sustainable na or he kase de na no atomubi asanso akofa free education yin komo e de ababiem. I mean suggestions are if free otumfo ho eba no is that the way to go?
Your speaker me that say it is otumfo kan no ne kwan so a you always say someone will call election.
Yes,
that fear is a mobile. By that, I know I call it. Almost say, almost be improve no. Which indicated say, almost yet there, and so problems were. Apart from our bay, or some bay review no. And also so a man that hope if you say, you may be a woman and almost set the education, what do you call it?
Committee, yeah.
Committee. Me who report no enti me nka te say the far area of free SHS a de o mu kan ye nie ana speaker wo bi
that be minya hu outcome no
enti me dey me feel say do two for kan ne kwa so pepe no say ye be review na ya dia to mu say nkwala na dwane o mu di old school no enye nutritious enough. Ebama womo etimenya hode ndi esua de. Bebi a womo da no esua. Eno no nipa na bo apiso a sebe yare kra tisimu a nipa bebre benya bie. Ngomo a mosi emfama womo nwai emai. Na se ebetu anamo a ebema sa nyema na ba na ban ho ahenhan no ma awofo afa bia. Me who ni bonny. Because the Sankomo ye bebre.
Yes, you didn't pay bebre, but I mean the political war in saying so.
It's not make us say you come on. Ya end the ball. You bought to her. No, we are bought to her. No, we are bought to her. You know, you begin faako ayi amanyosema free mu na ya hwɛ sɛ no obia pɛ or score political points. Because Ghana Hame ade amehu ne say decision bi aye bia no we take not in the interest of the country but in the interest of winning political power. That is the problem we have. Naka wenka yankomo a otanka a party political party for nyina timi bom ne bi sam mu amu ye no ye bem pa ne ho wa mu hu ye because emu ni aba mu bio na mo to adwen na won so de fofo bi aba be kan so sa de yen komisi ana yen ye ni sei na yen sa de na se ka se be ni sei dia problems no de yen koda because Ghana sika sem no enye minister of parliament ko ye no do ye na ye projection
exactly
the sika no ba any ebe ye the sika na me miwa ye betimi atwa adwen ama yetimi said that otufo kan yetimi identify encantity no said ye nyama no mu ko school na said bibi ni fie no kwan ya omo fa school me ko bebre ko secondary school na omo on bursary even mo kwa they were on full cocoa marketing company a scholarship that kwan na omo fa so timi identify nkwala said bi omo fi bebi a omo timi ntue bi kura no it's still there.
No, many experts too disagree on that front. And they say, it means all discriminating. Now, I mean, the majority of people are more realistically, almost all the highest taxes are a Ghana, so it will be seem more or less like, say, I mean, a banny toward the more but a bad policy. Woman so money ebusuano betimi a benefit here. You want to take them out by virtue of the fact that say ebia ne hoso a wo betimi akita for the needs of a year in the wards. Now the consensus and is we want to give equal access to everybody, every Ghanaian citizen. Now ultimately enya the equal opportunity to an education. And how do we model this particular policy here? Ebe affect you bia na ebe bo bia na enkobase the assertion of discriminating against the rich vis-a-vis that of the poor yenkaso woman dey here for and woman necessary benefit no. I mean, how do we situate the conversation?
Bigger way the opportunity can see upon a by way asset up constitutional review committee anamebo.
Yes.
That's research you will say. It is something in our constitution. Anamebo. Ya e di shemu. Ya so dan who say emra bi a be ka se ebe ye no na ye sika samu nye. So what is the difference? I didn't review that portion of the constitution now. I can't start saying.
Okay.
Because there are some questions I put to you. Yeah, because look at who you said to for suggest yeah, may force you. Who people raise issue now raising
exactly the point. Yes.
So what you say? Because your mom rano and Mako so be a free. Yes, you do pepenswa. You can't be uncle free. You ain't mean your money, ye resource na ye yan. In review constitution, that portion of the constitution. They review other aspects and portions of our constitution. I bet why you might not cost. I let medication the internet.
Ye review no, ye review the ababesi saying.
Ye review no to a point to say, look, Yanka said you show in 1992 say you bear this particular program. Going forward, looking at the trend across the whole world, we can't do it the way you investigate. So let's craft fire agenda. Yeah, crafting the same. The banner say, okay, they say no, I buy it me for 100%. They say I buy for almost 100%. And I'm a boy.
Exactly.
I buy it me for 100% bill. I buy it for more 40%. I buy I indicate 40% representing A, B, C, D. Not 60% no. I have visible. I will be able to with you a new school into being personal. You have a mouth for. If you have say a mutua a janidi etika. Maybe a woman better utility our mutua. Because utility you think Ghana a Venezuela UCG have education. A school for near buying institutions degree, educa be
one more kahon, yes, one more kahon.
So just say it's way you see a chance in you. You review constitution to suit us. Constitution say you are ya to na chichire na fe hu je hu chire ya adenti ne san ko ka constitution ya ka se be ni se ya jai they say na tu okay ye be boa ye be so amman be bia sene school fees be be na ban be for 40%. Na ankran 60%. Speaker just ka kuta na ke be bo. Anka betimi ama nipa ho ahenhan no. Ban so ho ahenhan na timi aye anwuma. Ye di ezikari na ba kotua school for na a lot of kwan ye be da ye lot of kwan. Ye be da ye hospital. Ye be da si dan kra ma school for no because ezikari na be ko adwani bi mu. So it's a fine opportunity for this present administration to look at that aspect of the constitution now. Eka se yema obianko free. Say the be aye me amend no na depending ka say what discriminate against me. We hear this one ka say also discriminate against me. That's about making bursaries available. Say to for kan no. And no that 40% na e ba no. School for no show me who say who speaker say baby a free ba magaza who be free ba nyo me nkasa. Baby a free ba ntino 40% no ya more best be about 20% or more. Send here ko yenim. And you know we should start from there. Na yen yi sa discriminatory tag na be affect in future in free ho. Ya mede that portion of the constitution na ka say yem obi anko free no.
I see. Now, Kwame person be do call Article 25 of the Constitution. Na ye kind about the F cube. Na ye I mean, baby, I drew no. I mean, how do we position ourselves as a country? Now, Article 25 of Ghana's 1992 Constitution also deals with the right to education. I mean, the right to education, Article 25, establishes the right of a Ghanaian citizen to access equal educational opportunity and the facilities needed for education. And Enone said here, now the basic education will encompass the basic education, which is compulsory and free. So from kindergarten to primary to JHS should be very free. Secondary education including technical and vocational education shall be made generally available and accessible to all by every appropriate means, and in particular by the progressive introduction of free education. And this is the point I'm not making. Now, the Constitution even said by the progressive introduction of free education. Now, John Mahama in some time past said, progressive, just as the Constitution prescribes. President Akufo-Addo and the NPP came, the wholesale, say Obiang Kubi, and then for almost 8 years they were able to manage this. Whether good or bad, I mean, no, abai way and your den specifics. I mean, yen free ho, yen system, yama Ghana for ni mom entra buying the womope. Na afe yen have a finality to this particular year. Issue it looks as if say ekwa na sanso ababiem without we finding very practicable solutions ebetimi aboa the implementation of such a policy.
Speaker, yakoto aba amamuni na yimpemfo a omundi amambu ehye wo mo sa. Enti no wo yeto aba yiwa. Wo hwe amamuo no ho hyehyeye. Na wo wahwe de wo gidi se Ebeyama o mine. Progressively free. Yaye. Time na ye could do baby a umuja. Na ye say no kwapo na enkoyi. Anamebo.
Exactly.
See abe no totally free. Yaye ni mfie nwotwe. Enema nyina entoto na kwam. Enema nyina enkoyi. Anamebo. Jadi ntina yaye progressively. Mosumo yen totally. You can't bomwa. Or how a woman ye. When ben ye faswa. My education ne dinu. There may be a nationalistic approach to resolving the problem. Let's say there are ye not only the Kotua, no way the Kotua. Who can say education review committee? Me can say. Ye. Not more costelete and Kofua. Woman selecting Kofa, only practitioners be brave. Level not problem, no one.
Okay.
Your professor for the state in my name about focusing a nitty gritties of such matters are whether we should balance it here, marry to this one, push it here, no, reporting by identity. But mid year, what two person said.
Over, Jana, for one, no see, mammy. I say for one, no see, mammy.
Aye, it's mid year, a reviewer, ye review. Na yem ra and Chagana for. Uncle Haka, ye nimu baby, Niankasa assembly senior, yeno. Approach a FSC fan in ye, ye kaye, ye dikaya run a free ho, Adim Rafo Fraba, ya Mendino. Ama also participating in the provision of education for their children. Which is the speaker and
yeah, very well. Jina Soma me offer na main court line 2 na many former deputy minister in charge of education, the Honorable Alex Chemi. Memma Wonunso na memma na kwaba to the conversation. Honorable, what you mean? Good morning, Pachon Pom to say.
Also this year, I don't know more pipe on me where you pa.
Now, you're too uncanache, who do who see you do? Very well. Yeah, that's a say offer. I don't pay what year so. Now, woman, she home come ana yedi. Nina no a free education at the secondary school level, as they say, under the 8 years administration of a year President Ekufuado, Ochimi Emaniji ya Kokosi, say NPP party no a free abaimo. Now concerns ni bebrena no aba policy no ya yen mfiem wotwe SSA ye take stock. Na ye the friend evaluation na ye who said the policy objective no whether or not say ye to me achieve as a country and bra otum force to edina no atum say the air koidie who be here say review kese pa ebeba. In fact, why you adwuma on ministry order unim the way Ghana educational sector no etie enkomo ma yenye wadwenkyere ene unim de ewo ho
you have sandedi kama menchia wotifo yina nano pay na menchia mimi anonso ana okata no wakata yi pa ne otufo aka no eno ano no na kani ameso ya no pay maybe sane say eye den na ye free SHS ye group ba bia ye free question me pese yina ye bisa bisa ye hono eye den na ye free SHS a Ghana yina ya boaki so say a program papa because o share ye program party me no yina ni to hon
exactly
to be honest with you maybe am ye na manye say program manyu ku akese me no yina ni to hon o kai maybe a twemura don the man mama statistics ye free progressive free
education
yeah kakra na ye dance for camp na the ultimate goal is say the bedroom baby na yetuma ye free education will be free and ye nwan man for ba no me so ye yen na fi ye the whole school free mo be yetiminya kwanko I think that party me no nyina even the current government for manifesto will say you will maintain the free education.
Yes.
And you share a idea you need your now there every person pay ye the agri course and yet then ye free education program come and say near group will be a year dream. Near the time it's custom. And then as you can someone near the program a basa. So over kaya I'm not a fan of buy an or yes school at the moon here. And don't you more for Jessica or China for $1.5 billion and yet cities $1 billion now with their baby school. Meaning the here no cases all 3 minutes no case onion can no one saying near my back one and you be over this time here. I think that what we need to be a function. It means Santi cannot for yet a tuma esenka na yedi cannot and then the infrastructure and 1 year to the senior VCC. Near to me, when you say about rockets are buying pencil and students, stakeholders, Nina, yeah, say, but yeah, you must see a corner and must see the educational mind. This is how they say that you're more for 12 and 5 not for 12 idea as I said in school at the and their friend get fun. And Ghana for in our body so ɛyɛ to a yɛde bɛka VAT ho no obia ka sɛ ɛnyɛ obia ni deɛ ho sɛ yɛmfa 2.5% then ka VAT ho na yɛmmoaboa saa sika no ano na yɛmfa nyɛ school ho adwuma nso a yɛ abayɛ Ebra Kanos baayɛ wamekra saa sika no yɛwura kufoɔ baayɛ wamekra saa sika no yɛwura lɔre kora ɔbɔ ne fotoɔ ɛm sɛ fotoɔ no kora anyɛye ngyina papa na ɔno no firi hɔ ɛnti yɛwura kufoɔ na de firi asɛ sika no bi no meyɛ adwuma ɛna Ebra Kanos baayɛ ɛna Ebra dɔndrama ne mama nso san baayɛ yɛwura akufoɔ ado baayɛ sɛ ɛna ɔkɔfa a nhyehyɛyi a yɛfrɛ the cap and alignment
Kessben.
On 2017 or this time round by. And also fan biya yaboba to biya obey cannot be nobody apart for to consolidated fund mo. Now when you find any cano Mye would the disease are funded. In the 2017, I think at 9147 Oko computer, Oko internet, and the year time, and the year get funds 20% as under total consolidated fund. That's the Capronos, the Cosia Wa. Ya, it the car, thank you to be education. Ya, I'm finding. Did I get funds the car there the education? I had to be. The whole money, it's about 150. Yes, I have got two consolidated funds. And over here, in fact, by the time I am MVP, April Apugaso, now, tap and alignment, only 70.5%. Yes, I total free get fund, a habit to consolidated fund. And then the mark the years ago, and find over the educational institutions. What happened? And this is a group baby. Yentime anyesika amfa anye adan ama yentime council a double track system and then a match road na
okay
enti yare na kasa wona group yare ewo free education e wona group the yare na match road pm be pin na me no kase ya free education almost 7 years now. All the free SHS accounts and for parliament. And my who says you cannot normally for free SHS. Don't lose time and I go. And you talk an arm we are watching, yeah. My clear articles be printed. Minister say Nipa about 5.7 million free SHS no or my young person. My clear articles be printed. I dispute before they left. My team watching your nothing articles are not my clear on this. Now we are what the minister account and Colani near 5.7. Number more a 8.5.
Yes.
Now we are former minister. So what it means is you bought a crown, a crab to be a hooker after the hour school woman started here. And this is a Jamna Kenton. They be a flat 1,000 the water. Flat 1,000 when they said of Yabo of Moka. And see, the essence of about 2 million children, we cannot account for them to see Amanoka and Yabo of Moka. And this is a audit here. Here, who baby and answer the carrying in Ida. The mismanaging the car, yet the free SHS number 10 Sabram no Kate. If I knew I was some American and none of them. Omo Ganambra, yedi ye tikasem eso. Yeah, womo because Mrami say, Appiah Yesima by March ending. As I said, yedi audit report. Auditor General. My Auditor General so actually at the bar parliament. My parliament public accounts so those who do so move. Near Sunday bar pregnant the Kessben, they take a decision on it. For 7 years or money. And I was here mismanagement.
Sikasema mismanagement, but what's the conversation and the background that with the Amaya it has everything to do with the source of funding for the free senior high school. Now, the promise by your party And then the government of the day, is the fact that you will have a dedicated funding source. Now, the previous government, helped us with the understanding, say, the annual revenues are not a free oil more ebano. Part of it was used in supporting the free senior high school policy. And so the question is about the fact that tax refunds are and the minister Amayati say over 3.5 billion Ghana cedis will be dedicated to the free senior high school. And a particular fund that Yadebe supported this particular policy. Now, Otumfuo is of the view that regardless of whichever funding source you want, you do baby assess your team a review. Now, you're very sincere to ourselves. The obetimi as a parent, we must allow them to pay. And those that are needy but brilliant students, we must equally offer them the opportunity to pay. So that policy ebe sustainable. Na enkoma or in the fact is said because of sikasimti eduanidie accommodation and all the other complementer and education holistic. Now, how do we suggest and model something ebe suit some of these suggestions are a free paying for to say or ever?
Very good. Also, I'm afraid my catch on the minister, finance minister called parliament now to back for Kessben. So, or say, or more, and couple, get fund with patriotic.
Yes.
And the then couple get fund with him there. It means you must bring more money. Yeah, first the government for to consolidate fund about putting do almost up not for recurrent expenditure. What is recurrent expenditure? We have 5 year project through. To now and no home contact for now. Yeah, you will finance and account to background between who say about the end of the which may be the capa. Because we also don't swallow. So one say balance of this for
exactly.
It's so be I know you another one. And you know, almost this can not be a photo. Is it a consolidated fund nobody for recurring expenditure? Yeah, any project no be a market. Engineer, even if I near banner can say, if it's a for the end couple get fund deep. And you won't see na be every moment. Na afibia yesika pre-SHS. I think it's very good.
Okay. So
fortunately for all of us, get far no so cry of the coach about 7 years or there about extra crown and also crown what you me.
So the question and it's so for the NDC and President Mahama, as far as there is a dedicated funding source for the free senior high school, there wouldn't be any need to say those that do have the capacity to make the payment for the awards. Now, rather, are and focusing the attention on the fact to say, you're brilliant, you need this student, should be taken care of. And just as the policy has been implemented in the last 8 years, because as I say, more my dedicated fund, we should continue to leave it as such. Would that be the reasoning of the NDC, and would that be your position?
I think the now we are what is our my education forum.
Exactly the point, but you resolution na free forum ni mobile
What is all my education forum?
Yes.
All my validation. Now we are UPSC. I think the government will come out with a statement or statement on the Ayeki in a mobile prayer.
Okay.
Now, yet can be a agreement with the Abayan and Casadeba.
Very well.
Because I need before after him Eddie Binkum Abba after to be Eddie Fiber to the Fakama. So we are waiting shortly. Then Yamia and then it's a validation and government will come out with a new policy, maybe ever more policy now sustainable. Then me who be me viewer. Me view you say like I do too for Kayano. If I view or more crack and a bit.
Okay.
Because maybe I'm not saying me person me school meeting school be over omoji fees dollar equivalent but just say dollar equivalent and the fees in the year $1,000 on the paying $1,000 and the dollar no process it means 10 baht from Obama to 16,000 Ghana cedis.
Very well.
The dollar number 15 cedis, that is 10 Obama could be
15,000.
And what would you pay your fees in dollars? Yes, Ghanaians, I do a moment school home. The same people, the same plan of call equivalent of dollars. Almost the school there. Then we tell them so I just have a country amount. What's a full common thing?
Very well. Honorable, we await the resolution and then government's position on the free senior high school policy. Then after that, I know we'll be able to have a very good conversation around this. And I'm highly grateful for your time. Very well. Mention made that say, and that is the Honorable Alex Chemi, former Deputy Minister in charge of education. Now, Mamene education is Ura Ofuria Champo anyway. Over Otebenka. Yes, and a quick one in just about a minute. You wrap it up now. You interview Nancy. You've heard from the Honorable Alex Chemi. I mean, some of the suggestions are or they and then what the government position should be. Clearly, if there is a funding source for the senior high school policy I implementing saying that, then there wouldn't be any need for a further review.
Speaker, yes, he's done well. He was on capping of get funding in my name. But practically, it will be based on the availability of the funds.
Of the revenue, exactly.
Because get fund is a 2% of VAT. And you know, the economy no improve, it's just the economy, Mampo Kanyamaba, Chicano Bay, Bibre, and Ameba.
Yes.
The economy needs me improve drastically. Now, it's just a drop. Chicano Soa, yes, but no subete. In the interim, what should we do as a people? And I make us say, let's go back to our constitution and review it and make it a shared responsibility for parents and government. Government they find a quantum because after all, infrastructure and government are providing it now. But it's essential to say a DDM more, the BIA come more seven in your let it be a shared responsibility.
Very well. Very well. Mabena Wase, offer Adope, I'm highly grateful for your time. Very well. And David Ofreya Champon, education is speaking to us and bringing us to exactly 21 minutes after 8. This is Kessben 92.9 on DSTV. Is on channel 364 and Go TV, channel 121 on free to air and Unye live on Kessben Plus television on radio 92.9. We are live around the world on our social media handles. And Mame Enawase, Midide Kwame Appiah Kubi, Mr. Speaker. Highly grateful for joining us this morning. But my message is, Embra, just tell us your views, your thoughts, and opinions about the review of the senior high school policy. Na anope yehu concerns as a Ghanaian. What do you think, and what do you make of a year the Ochumfo or say to air case? It will be better, and it will be in the best interest of the nation to allow the rich, those that have the capacity to pay for the education of the awards to pay, and rather government intends support the brilliant and needy students within our society. And those are the big conversations we're going to have. But in the interim, Aban Aye Educational Forum. Now we await the resolution of that particular forum, and then we also await the general position in terms of policy framework for the government and how they would want to position the free senior high school policy going forward. Now, mind you, President Akufo-Addo and the NPP were able to manage free senior high school for 8 years. As much as you believe or agree with me, said there were issues regardless, they were able to sustain the wholesome implementation of the policy. Now, the review to say is those that have the capacity should pay, and those that do not, government will support. I mean, the brouhaha and then the public uproar at the bebano. The political war of these politicians we deal with is something that we all must be concerned about. And Mamena was say once again, but me team no Atinas Abidjafoni and so Abba will have a national conversation around these issues. Na yetimi anyway at the home combo. Now, Andra, we started an advocacy about the abuse of drugs in our country and how ye lose a large number of the Ghanaian youth due to a drug abuse. Tramadol is on the high side. Say there is a phrase and there is a term. Wunim read. And opening say lawyer there. Obetri mama say wunim read. But goodness for us, Andra, ye di hon komo we started the advocacy. The health minister together with the Food and Drugs Authority, Ashasie, one more echo round. Now, in the ghettos, on the streets of Accra, we've managed to speak to some of the boys. And Crawford are abusing drugs. You know, be bringing you that sound bite. You know, surely, na yetimi anyway at the home and come more. But the Honorable Vondi, a member of Parliament for the good people of Chifu Atimokwa, and Opei Watinase in the studio. Mami Manachi na Mimana Kwaba to the studio. Honorable, good morning.
Good morning, Minia.
Empomo to say Parliament to say
Parliament here fine. Bibi akoso yie. Me fa kwenya so nchia woni anya bra 8 ehwe yan na woni tie ye oti kokoso. Mchia asante manwura. Na me nchia twefo atimo kwaman ahemfofo awom.
Okay.
Ani yenina chairman. Hakim Ade, Council of State member. Chiobia enchia miamire. Ani nkwala no na abofra no
Kamo hwe wa no pay
abofra no ba ko South Africa no pay
I see
mo ko science program bi won school Clenham ti ma menche wo munyina nase
very well Mr. Bedase and that is the Honorable Vondi, member of Parliament for Chifu Atimokwa on the ticket of the National Democratic Congress. Na Mema lawyer Kessben Achi na Mema Nakwaba. He's a private legal practitioner and a member of the New Patriotic Party. Council, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Speaker.
Na Empomo to say.
Yesu adom apomboko. Nye fa kwenye nzo nso asa achia. Ebusuafo omo hwe nyina magebre.
That's right.
Na omo di tie. Baby bi omo bi asa Kessben de eso yie party no. Ebetena na ekasa ewia. Feedback I in other places, but the feedback that we get, you know, yeah, na anode.
Also, I can same way we are.
Oh yes, and it's in your opportunity now. You baha na you say you distinguish yourselves now.
Okay.
You put Ghana first. That is what makes people love your program because you put Ghana first. I listen to you most of the time when I'm not here.
Thank you.
And I really love the way you control things.
Thank you.
Timachia ebusuafo nyina na ebi akọ ama ahafano Southwest fo nyina. Enkanka minua ana mi sister ba ko your friend sister Afra.
Okay.
Ofri me krom mpesa so ena no pay die. Medini gina ho achia obi bia wo hafano Southwest. Niama etiefo ne ahafo nyina so achi.
Madam Munyina say na no pay men in suit. All of you are looking good. Honorable Vondi, the beer he's in suit to indicate so a member of Parliament. Nisi Kasem was true. And then you look good as well, lawyer. And say thank you, men in suit. But Papacho Buma me break a crack. Na minye Jumai Embra na yenshasi eni nkomo. So that is my guest, lawyer Sebe, and then the Honorable TD Vondi, member of Parliament for Chifu Atimokwa on the ticket of the NDC. Maminye Jumai Embra na afi many or more Embra MBD Nkomo. My encoding Nkomo in free A Sadik for Asweye Embra. Obapa, good morning. I just saying.
Good morning, Boko now so.
Eradiado, mention be hoye pa A Sadik for what to say.
Obia hoye.
Very well. I don't pay my yenin Nkomo. Meaning so when you my papi na no edimaye.
Maminchia Ghana for na mima obia kwaba. A Sadik Herbal Center na no pay uti yenka. Yenra ewe jaman so. Eno ho gospel na na egusua asempatre ho adwuma. A Sadik Herbal Center yenro pa ye de aba no. Eno ho nkombo na me no bedi. Anopai Flexon 600 ewe jaso. Elephant Herbal Mixture ewe jaman so. Sadik Herbal Powder ewe ho. Na Elephant Ointment enso ewe ho. Now let me take you through Flexon 600 Herbal Mixture. Stroke egumwa ho romienu.
Okay.
But ni susu anso e sha se dan ne ho adi woni padua nim no ese. Nti wo sha se nya symptoms na. Utumi nche se ebia intini na air pie na ema wunya stroke and I say intini ne muada. But the funny thing is that insunsanso ne de ebeda ne ho adi etumi bɔ nipa nkaye for 5 10 15 years and sana stroke no when attack no Sadik Herbal Center say men chain na enya stroke nansa esan say enkofo bebre a omunya stroke no American Stroke Association e de aba say omunya stroke no etumi sanya attack biem even after treatment yare ne kan na se nyame ya wadom na anye so severe na wutumi recover uye likely say obetumi asanya another attack biem ani ti abusiafo say ye hyase ne ehunu susuanso no ye nipadua mu a ma yensa enka flex on 600 herbal mixture obi wo ho a ne ti fa na ye type no eso ni mu a na ye say tension headache na ni ti na ye dududu efa no edwa ni say ga obi wo ho a oti ho no feel say the body no heat free ne body nim obi so ho ase de mpane na ewo no obi mpabo aro free ne nase a wonte ne nase nka obi so ho no man ne so tai bri no obi ho especially in the mornings ne satimi ye ha ofa de a ontumi emfa obi ho ase de mpane na etuetua ne nipadua nim obi ho ase de na to fro no so ho no entusanso ni dose bebre any form bia eba no Sadik Herbal Center say flex on 600 herbal mixture emwa wiye na enwash wo veins nim emaw baby antini ni nam edical part of the body any wadwini mu no semoja dodo a adwini hia antimi ankodu a wo brain cells ne be hyase ewu enu ne kofa stroke eba no eni ti se de be ye na antini nim beda ho ida semoja na abotoa wom ana se fat deposits rade a yedi no ena adida antini nim ena mamoja ntumi emfamu a Sadik Herbal Center ye flex on 600 herbal mixture no ebetumi aboa wo yie na eyisa ohaw ni nyina afri honom edi amount you will be rest assured say wa unya sansin sanso yi unum ye dro yi 4 bottles pe ubehu a lot of changes e wo life mu emau enough protection against your friend stroke esan se sensun sanso ni ho a yare ni honom se wutumi kunsun sanso no na efri honom a there is no way a won sa beka yare no obi wo ho a onya nsunsanso no nanso opese obo ne ho ban efri yare no ho ono so betumi anum yedro yi bi se de enkofa nsunsanso ni mpoma na yare no so ababa beka no nia onnim so a wa yare especially omonya stroke foforo a omudam pemabusia se wutie me na wonim obi a wate se afimu ana afie twemu wanya stroke a ma wonsanka flex on 600 herbal mixture de bia me catch say yedro ye comprehensive treatment we endododo yare no enhoahoa no ensoso ne so esanse a corrective problem no from the source ninti onuma ubenya wa yaresa ama wo so ohoato doctor e was standby or chase oni ubedi nkomo friend no e was 0244 15 35 11 and answer 020 800 9178 ebusia yenro no Ghana half an bebia obebi sane bia won sabetumi akabi kinswalk herbal tinatet herbal kosam ewo okanshi drug lane Afeki so herbal any tribe of Judah baako so ewo Kaswa Broadway herbal ewo Nungwa Lorry station no echi hope Ekus pharmacy ewo Ashaman Little George and so ewo Tema except the Lord herbal shop was so manya Tony K ewo Suhum Hillside pharmacy ewo Enkoko Gaston ne Ohinana herbal ewo Koforidia Kolinak Misty ene Apidank and so ewo Kumase Cap herbal wo masom Green Light pharmacy ni Mosei pharmacy and so ewo Sunyane Halfman pharmacy opposite Ahimfie or Waterchiman PK Gombela Chemicals and so ewo Tamale afe Pala Herbal any Ibrahim Amwako or fire service nanim hope omu wo Pristia afe Bogosu unique herbal any bibidrofie ewo honomo Beniak Mensa Christ is the answer Nimti pharmacy and herbal ewo Takrade Owas bibidrofie and so ewo Takwa Lincoln pharmacy ewo Swedro Ghana half an bebia ubisa yedro na ubenya bi debia me catch us mo bia ni ho emfa sokwa na ne wachinchina ubisa 1 2 unsaka bia enti ne eja ye contact no frey yen ma yen location ye ba on the nearest place a unsa ebetumi aka yedro ni bi na ebeboa wo yie pa abusua stroke edi dem stroke ekum nipa na stroke aye adeso ama nipa bebre eni omabusua menchen na yare no enka wansa Sadik herbal powder elephant herbal mixture enromienu yi aye adekro baako ye powder baako eye mixture chese ninsuo no powder enka nsuo enka eja ahoɔden a yɛ powder ne adwuma no ɛyɛ sonkoko a wo koko atena wo so akyɛ. I'm throwing a challenge to you this morning. Say anopa we ba won sanka Sadiq herbal powder. Fabi ye tea anopa. Fabi gu aduane bi a wodi bia so. Se wo bufo asegu wenum na we. Na fa nsuo epia so. Ɛbɛboa na koko na efi free wo. Ama wogya wo nan ya mogya di akyire. Koko na efi free wo a wodo nsa pia na akɔhye wo yam se kokobo. Obi koko no so efi free ne to sebe. Otumi de ahwehwɛ ɛhwɛ n'akyi na wahunu se ɛbɔ hɔ no mu. Koko ebetumi de wafa ahohiehie mu a ebe your how bebre e de amount. Koko ebetumi ama wo mema sem akofom. Not necessarily say obema na emo adwuma o, but especially omo de na fifi omoto no. It comes with some level of pain, any sensation bia. Se wo geni erection a ema obema ni mu yeden enti etwe sebe oto kwan na no immediately a wo brain ne be detect sa pain no ebe withdraw moja na abegu bema nim ama na gina no na bema na adwo eni nti enche se obema na adwo ana enya dwuma but pain na e free that side of your body no eno enema adwene no every tracti sa moja na ababegum no eni nti ahohiehia koko ede obefam de bia me kacho koko ebia na enku nanso ahohiehia enimguasesem ohawa ede obefam no ede your how any sembebre Sadiq Herbal Center Sadiq Herbal Powder Elephant Herbal Mixture obetimi aye noni mu baako bia obi wo ho ntumi fa nyeti ada engu na aduane so eni ti de mixture no aka ho ye wo 1 liter mixture box bottle and a 500 ml ehye na deka mu kama sedia wo sikatie bia obetumi aye Sadiq Herbal Center ye dro yi bi ama no aye Fred Doctor was 0244 15 35 11 and I say 020 800 91 78 now the chat to okra me do beja okwan ansa na masore so elephant ointment your ointment we ache Ghana ha yie pam esa ne se unhia nipa foforo bia no waboa ansa na we use ointment yi eno na ma ne ye hronko se wo nai frichi o sasabro aba oye obi e wo nipadua ni mu bia ye ointment ti kakra bi na fasra so eno ankasa rera wo sweat pulse nim ekoyi oya ni free nipadua nim emritie bi no wanya wa yaresa we any asempa Sadiq Herbal Center ye de bro anopay freye eni ye ni nkomo na to anamon na koto ye no yibi na sa wo sakapuma na wanwamu a emfa so obi ani ho a ebeba so Fred Doctor was 0244 15 35 11 and I said 020 800 91 78
Thank you very much. I'm grateful.
Mitro kakamio.
This is 92.9. 92.9 the This is 92.9 the more variety.
Perfect.
We are from Port Canopy. Good morning. I remember, no pay. You've been able to cut the eye of the speaker until your motion has been sustained. I feel you know Honorable
Speaker, I'm grateful.
I'm highly grateful for your time once again and checking the times. It's only 36 minutes after 8 now. Lawyer Sebe, a member of the New Patriotic Party and a private legal practitioner, he's already seated in the studio. The Honorable Von D is a member of Parliament for a year for Atimokwa and Opei Wononso Atnase on the ticket of the NDC. We're just having a national conversation about the SEC na afe yetimi edihon enkomo. Mami Shasie in free a year honorable member of Parliament so na wono na the party wa by Moses say. Honorable abayini mo say Endra yehu say president aswe in new security chiefs for the country. Mami entio in free ho na yentu aso ni nkomo.
So the medical economy chia woni anyabra hweyen. Endra, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, SY new security community.
But I'll page our microphone, yes. Thank you.
Also a new security community, no, and I think sir, it is in the right direction, mandated and allowed by the laws of our country. And I feel sir, the papa. And there is no ambiguity about that, you know. Ghana yehia say a bambo ebe kase. And we share police service, for example, IGP people from
Christian Tete Yono.
Exactly. Tete Yono is a man I know very well. I mean, and his demeanor, his professionalism is not in doubt. And I say police for nangasa eboa. I was listening to your sister station.
Okay.
Andra Numre, and now Omofra security expert to be, and in a year interview. And I now say research on where say 89% of the police force wants Tete Yono. And that is why they are all singing praise. In fact, as a member of parliament, maybe a Metino, we hear a lot of things. A lot of people will call you, many policemen, I mean, district commanders, regional commanders near there, ordinary police people, couples, corporals, and so forth and so on. On from some of Mokekano, what you want to say, Dampare is a very good friend of mine. I wish him well. Maybe Obekobia, from here. I'm sure he's still a relatively very young man.
Yeah, he's not 60 years.
No, 54 years, I'm sure, you know. He's a very simple, easygoing person. I wish him well. And Paya Bonnie said, baby Obekobia, no be seen a year, na see the cray year. He's a nice person. Wabeye do obey me.
Okay.
Adiba kwa a D Dampare bar for me, Dampare boys. Now boys need to trust them as if they've gotten the entire world power. And I remember one incident be a good sticker in Mase. A sticker was coming from parliament. Now there was a siren at the ministers be anymore. So sticker joined the siren. I mean the convoy. And Nkolai actually sticker gunenima sepoto the Nebako court. I mean, they even will do that to military.
Now, I know your name was honorable. Allowing discipline to foster. How can it be a shameful act?
And discipline, allowing discipline to foster. This is a minister of state joining a convoy. For me, I don't think that it was. And the way and
but
manner,
the state protocols. I mean, convoy the one
the way
now I was in transit.
The way and manner.
You cannot join.
The way and manner Sankola ni ube kasano. I mean, it was horrible. So for me, I think that we should all learn a lesson.
Okay.
Position is not a possession. And when you have it, you need to manage with it. Almost says achichidie ukotuso oduasho a. No na fuko ye no bi na de na akoto.
Exactly.
Nipa no betimi ye na free ho. Until I mean, when you come to infrastructure, Dampare was an expert, we share police headquarters or the way Dampare Iowa. It was beautiful, it was nice. Police visibility was good, free Cape Coast, Accra. I mean, you see a lot of barrier. And I normally travel in the night, it was good. But you see, human relation was very important. And I think most of the police ranks, were neglected in a way. He was depending on his boys.
Okay.
Dampare boys, all kind of, it wasn't. But hey, this is a gentleman who had served the country the way he can. And I think, Nyame and a man baby papa, more than what is that. And Andra, I'm saying the military ranks are His Excellency John Dramani Mahama it's in the right direction.
But what the Obabia name?
Yeah,
I don't know why.
I wish
because the previous one said by the prison service was a woman. The Ghana Fire Service was also a woman. Yes. Immigration was a man. Yes. But for the military, it's all men affair.
The military is a different ball game altogether.
But we have women.
I am not in a position to criticize or applaud the decision made by His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, I believe that is in the right direction. Again, the military and their ranks, I am not an expert to determine who merits the position or who do not merit the position. I think that where His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, Baby Otino, the kind of thing he sees, what he hears, I'm not privy to those information. And so I believe strongly that knowing who he is, he will only do and take a decision that will inure to the benefit of the entire Ghanaian. So for me, it's a good decision that he's taken, and I would want to applaud him and wish all those men that were appointed, and sworn in well, and to remind them that they are not there in their own capacity as an individual, position. They are there to serve the country, and they would want to do that with all their ability, their strength and mind, and the good Lord will bless them. And better His Excellency John Dramani. So far, so good. The real Mambo no excellent, absolutely excellent. The modesty.
Lawyer Sebe may disagree with you on that, because almost on a weekly basis they are saying said the economy and Koye cry. Lawyer Sebe, good morning. Mami Chio for 5 minutes on the security couples and then. Substantive.
Good morning. Good morning. Certainly, you say me was saying so that be a mechanic so yet chere o mine.
Yes.
Enjichira man ku. Nti honorable say e fa baby na say anya o dan kwa ma party na. Fa ne sa na try say e ja wo nko ase betina ha de a. Obebo praises ama His Excellency Sama amemu no betinani no. Na odida baya. Yes say de utwa kwan no. Onim se na chiachia. What they would the animal? Say what buying a was so. Or mining in idea shows a me am di wachino. And me who say baby I walk on. And I want money. Exactly. Okay. And you better criticize more constructively. Mamenchia mini kumaba konsoa. Boy you may ye papa ma MPP party no have no South friend Stanley. Okay. Upon me them the chichiku as I saw because upon bia chichiku. Me manachia no pay anyone now Kenya. President Mahama ni so prerogative ya beka ni twi krasen say or appoint ye ni to me a emrekuni ne dia ma no say or no appoint who should head the security institutions. You see we politics and na ono and ye commander in chief of the Ghana Armed Forces as so otimini nipa wo betimi ni omo so as far as security is concerned there. So timi fa nipa obetimi trust the security of the state no they are sure monsa and it's our making the appointments. I don't think na maintain so that say nipa wa bon di ne bi abaaku bi anami enu bi on semfata. Okay. Enti me feel say ne kwan so no na honorable kan ne kwan honorable me say ne kwan so no say ma bo abaso ne mu amamu na wa hya ase a opesa otutu bi fam no eno de enkoyi nti monhwe na monya ne omayi ye ba ho ebeka ho asem na especially the police service na beka kakra ewo ho metie Lucas and Patrice and Jimodio Nunsia Luke says 26 or say woe unto you if all men say you are good. Okay. Yesu na ekasa no or say nipa nyina se wo ya die. You see dampare Mr. Speaker can be named de. Adia ba kwa oya nyoma bebre ba kwa manije won ho no. Eno a adekora na me resa ho won ho. Dampare boys. Dampare boys no was a fantastic idea oyeye. Bringing discipline into the system. Me say enne okokofa legon bypasser. Police for anyhow. But you will see say sa ade na waja ato no ne obi cross ma honom enyame obi adim because unim say wan hwe yi a na dampare police bi ete motorbike so ba respinters even he himself as dampare no ubehu no not sprinters before becoming the IGP, and when he became the IGP you find him in traffic. Yeah. On my convoy and I said ni motorcade no ebi me fa na emfa ne nko ezu ko was 2 minutes or the yes sir And as far as the traffic regulations and is concerned, he led by an example. So I salute him for that. Wa allow me any indiscipline. Because see, this siren said, Abuboka, no. Osha Yemra na MP sa ashe ni mua. You just can't put a siren like an MP and then just blow it now, especially be a V8 into be a
before Dampare, it became a common phenomenon.
It became a common phenomenon, but also a year for you need to get a police dispatch to lead you. So, over say police edu kaya name just how the conflicts occur. So you see, obia no the bia bon car or not the year. But oh, say Dampare ma sadia no discipline I den abem. Or my who say. In a way, we are all equal before the law.
Okay.
Because yetimichi MP, yetimichi timemuni. Na adia na enya kurane say, mi huno Dampare one say, obe man din so in police service, which was very bad. It was like say enya no police any ho, and it can be so. O banna police service ho. Wa konso de agya ho. Ebet na ho so engu. And this year they ought to be bia no a men nya wadwene say o ma ho so di bia na ye de wa ba no. Now,
the personality became bigger than the
police service because you could see say afeidie police impanyin for no crampo no na ebuo bia ni ho mom
onti omudin
anya se abo ebi atete yehunu kradia at a point I'm going to say the broker retirement impo because onti obi edin is about Dampare and his boys I see musain Ena matese ACP o se BBC COP o se ACP e pake ne ka police headquarters. Yes wa pake wo baby a eni wo so wo pake. Eno nti ye ne court. How? Your own people. Now the Dampare police became so powerful. Me witness ade bi ma me rehoi. E wo Teshi police station honom. Dampare boys bi be operations so echi obi de ne ko. But when the person explained the situation no Commander say, oh, as for this one there, Adabraka, Abrante, way there, Jano Nenko. Do you know that the Dampare boy literally insulted that police commander? No, no level, baby. Why should it be so? And these are the things bringing a soul down, but why be? You see, nipa baby. No, I mean, not honorable on the air cano. Or transformation and infrastructure wise or the other. But Ushedi nyina mu ahunusa uni nipa na eye adwuma. Why couldn't you empower those around you or your immediate subordinates? Why couldn't you empower them for them to be so powerful? No mom emma adwuma no enkoso na mom ko empower obi a oye so low before beneath that person to come and lord himself over your commanders. That is where he got it all wrong. Simply because he wanted everything to be Dampare. And it became so, he said, social media, or person or Gideon or Sawaha, or yes, say waha, but Ukomwa, and na your friend, it just hand time fiare. Outside, no say, police in the say, moi, Joe, Yanam create Missani adie. Now, so many fear Honoma, one na awrehonko anom de etio.
I see.
Enti na yeyi na dia ebi adeda yete no police of course, but let me also take this opportunity to condemn something that happened at the police headquarters when the new IGP was appointed. Say police for air to sika edigu efom. But it is wrong. It is wrong to say na ye to sika ni eti aso ni ade. You see, Papa bi ade bi ma mani jeye me constituency place by name Domiabra. Na say MPP or NDC we ye na eye esimu na ubeye bebo MPP nyoma ma lawyer abesane ade enti asamienu ko so ba ko de ye tu sika gu ne so ba mema sa no sa de na MPM and ye wie ya na panyine te ho no frɛ ye se ye mfrɛ me ma no me be do na say emranim nipa na wo yes ade we wo na wo tu sika gu fom no na se papa nya mea me tu sika me nkura sika kra me na menam ne sei na ebinom nso enam ne sei enti ono say na me ka say wo ene ye tu sika gu so no it is wrong. Now who police ni who tu sika now you see it is wrong.
Just respecting the currency.
So please we should
very well. Mami, and now I say it is only 50 after 8. This is Kessben. On radio, we are 92.9. On TV, we are live on Kessben TV, on DSTV, channel 364, Go TV, channel 121. And on digital TV, we are live as well on Kessben Plus TV. And thanks so much for your time. My name is Abidja for Anna AD and Komo Anopen. I report you, I remember so I mean to Simanum Maakye, as you say.
Yeah, Kwame Jusu. In Yamia Domara Kwamra, na my officer na you Mr. Nanabafo. Nanabafo so pewasempa Kwame. Na yesaba back to Kessben TV no. Also akokode ene yaba.
Oh that.
Na minimum akokode na Nanabafo so akwa. Yes ade yaba era mo officer of friend ene.
I see.
Eti Nanaba bia obi aso ya chacha opa. Na honorable Vondi o ma NPD akono dodo.
I was you too.
Yes.
Parliament, no one be.
That's the way you come here and cap myself. Me say I'm 5 minutes. Okay, let me take part of my 5 minutes to say this.
Okay.
Sometimes, we say members of parliament. The house is an August house. Sometimes, Kwame, you cry, some previous any view. But ube kopa na ushesi obi pa na appearance. Too bizarre was say 2 power money. So now some previous I cry we wouldn't go there with such an appearance. Tinyame shrawa mani ne disenya shrawa. And yes some previous dia na woteno wo kan Bible tama Pharaoh kofre efrese kofre Joseph brano was according to Joseph Shove Oshevi. You understand? And okofa the garment monoa no or the jail no I not say Olusuda. Just to go to the August house to meet the queen, the king. You understand?
We have one person who constituents be almost scout.
Oh, that be
Kwame to the crab be a pocket.
Kwame, Uko constituency are different. Honorable. Uko constituency.
They don't want to show.
I don't know crowd okwa unyo kuntan. Omo who say na me no mo no say na metie me sign. And no kwet bi bua kojo ba ready dey bi. Mon catch president ko force me wafu mefe. You understand? It's fantastic. But the American say so ba parliament to your parliamentary job. Kwame be who say what the parliament.
Okay.
Honorable, I admire you for this. I'm telling you. As for this one there, now honorable Sebe there. Honorable Sebe, I wish that next time you better be by next 4 years. No, a member of parliament and a banter no more parliament.
Do you have that ambition?
I don't like about nobody. I give you kwakwa now. By next year, better next year.
He's been to primaries before, right?
Oh, okay. All right.
We'll help you to win. Don't worry. Over parliament.
Amen.
But some quality way there. Qualities where you have to be in parliament.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, you have to be in parliament. Yeah, Kwame. Kitwa bi Oran and Fury ewie no.
Yeah.
Nyame fa the crazy former IGP. Now I listened to the tributor Kofi Boakye, Nathan COP Kofi Boakye retired. Ekenkan. Now try the oration or try a tribute for Namfuri. Now Kwame. Wutie na reading na be who said no. Damparo cry but there was a publicity and you said Damparo yes you understand that is almost no but Kwame me who bisamia I will say Damparo will be remembered in every household in the next 10 years ahead of us unless we get another police commander ebi obabeye in terms of publicity or BB and the atra Dr. Damparo because Damparo redesigned the art of IGP. Because the way I knew who IGP who no at a point near free IGP were Juma Cranis or better office in Kwan. You understand? Damparo was going for El Petro.
Or the bar form.
Yes, or the bar former or directed traffic. The who is on one civilian at Tadia, Esha shots. The who is on one Casa police at Tadia or directed traffic. You understand? Good. The who is on one Casa make arrest. Or say, Kofobi Dinambrasa Moha, Mekwa Kochuam. Or me say we are IGP. You are staying the police force. Our Juma as a police personnel. What that's so yeah. So the bichi. Dampare was fantastic. Now Honorable Vondi Kabibi say when it comes to infrastructure, you cannot take it from Dr. Dampare. Kwame, a fact. But let me tell you something. You two Muammar Gaddafi. Now me share Canal France International. And we interview some of the Libyans. France and yeah. And almost say, so no papa te ho. So no papa te ho. Na owo fie. So fie kakraka. Wa mo aduani di. Wa ma wo dan wa to fie di ama wo fie na otim no. Munum se ono papa na na tifie ho. But wo dia. Kasi go de opeda wo yusu. Aduani ya bu tade wo tutu kwa holidays. But kwa bo ko for baba fie na papa yo ka ya wani ninja da. You get me? So the picture that they were painting Muammar Gaddafi no it been a Dampare. The latter part of Dr. Dampare, Kwame, he was not the Dampare that we saw 2021, 2022. Yes. At a point, he was living to please people, to protect his job. And it was wrong. Let me tell you something. I should have said this. I said this. Share. An NDC guru or Jubilee House is here. I'm not say. Penny pa mapa our Jubilee House. The meeting was held and they said they cannot trust Dampare. I don't need Dampare. I don't know. And then the police force, the research, whatever. They sat down a cabinet and then penny for trust. Say, Dr. Dampare, this is the core Abba. The cabinet need the Jubilee House say they cannot trust Dampare. Why? Somebody that's assisted you to win the election, and then you need to be trusted. At a point, baby or dear no coin no come no be antiase. Somebody that you said that police is ready for the election. Obi abedi nyambrasem bia no police ni ubedi. You said it during the election, before the election.
Yeah.
Who see police is well armed, police is well resourced, so you are ready for the election. And yet then you got to a baby and you I cannot provide security. You get me?
Yeah.
Because what do me say? Baby adiane kono and DC4 and the baby brasem, you discipline them, then DC people will call for your removal. So then you mean kokra. I cannot use this interior security personnel. You get me? That's a dinner wa bejino a din papa ni di money. As so for the bitiano, every sphere of life in this country, baby omutiano, Kwame, papa ni di papa na wabejino, one fan kofo bin court, now unko sign. Because listen, when I listen to some of the allegations, I carry for Dr. Dampare, say, hey, Kwame, and you are serious. And you quite what threats the home side in the tarnishing image.
Now, see for Mama.
Yankasi, Mia, list well, Nanapuku. Nesemo okay say Kwame Dampare clear no ho Jamaica what say ese so clear no ho sika bi ese ode akọ ye friend say Jubilee House akọ bribe di pa mionu say ko betena Kwame dollars ese so clear no ho police for allegations say bad day in a day up de bia ko for free ka different one say ye de ntimi ka bad ye ko for aka ai buy betimi do omo videos aya actuality ade evidence ho asem ne yeka onko clear no ho no onko tena sidi senye be ya adachi se ekobo Dampare ne yeka papa ne wom na yemfa sa ade ne be kanta en shata ne di ne enfama from but all the same why you that from there let us watch and na baby o kukuru ade no so akwakudu no Kwame police commander bia bia Kwame height ne was
standards, no.
Yeah, standard no was Kwame.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it.
Very well. Mame, and that was it is only one of tonight. Hi, Kessben. Your number is 055-056-7929. 055-056-7929. And no any numbers are no pay. Yeah, they a year a Juma. Enti Mame and that was na oko a year not Legon. Angel's Beauty Lounge, CEO no ATA and I will share no pay. Good morning to you, Angel. One with team no enyina in the building. One more a year dancing bands Plaza Demo Ewo North Legon. We are so much grateful for tuning in to us. God bless you. Now we are coming to the issues, and there was a lot of information on social media. Say police said Wamwachi Ahmed Swale. nipa omedano. Quite an interesting story and twister and circulating here on social media. But we'll put together with Otumfuo statement on the Free Senior High School. Na anope yetimi at the home komo. I'll begin with you, Honorable Vondi. Na memao 10 minutes. I want to listen to you on the two subjects. Na yentuaso.
Yo, me da say. My main shot here was Ahmed Swalidi and so.
Yes.
Nyamini dana se eneno yeda ya nyane ya no yesi yachi nipa baako mienu se nipa baako ono no yesusu se oka wo mu a ekum abrantie no eho na nsem trofo ya na media ayeme na kakra because we hear some trophy mo adwuma no a fan bi ho a friend investigative journalism investigation and investigative journalism namo ani yekum mu ankasa mu nua investigator na mwentimi amwa police adwuma no nsam trophy a mo investigative journalist Jesse akwese de osafo a wono ankasa ntimi ansa ne ho yare ya na ha seriously ha me kakrapa because am ne ba he no na minim se ekuo bi ti se police fo ani journalist de bibisa atomo a mo ankasa mutumi ya hwehwemu achi mo ni wo am robber fo ekoya am robbery ya na so mankumo bi a mo ambo police fo tu a ebi o mbetu ya hwehwemu na agya ade no aye de wo ho na nko bas yekum police ni se kim am robbers ni ebechi won na mu amudie I don't know ase ade na esi ye no se mu musuro enkrofo bi o minim enti emane koye de wo ho ade tena ho 2019 enne but you see it's better late than ever but than never
na wo blame nsem trofo na nsem trofo no
because nsem trofo
we don't have
the
powers of arrest.
There be no arrest o. When timi anya nhwehwem amwa police for ami ntimi ehu nipa woku ana mo ye na nkrofo mi na anchi obi.
Your information e
I as a big man for mo big man big woman for wo ko kan asem wato enti na musuro kakra oh Erade ni adana se se ne no yetimi acha ahu sa nuema we ohu eya doso awo yo man mododo wahu bulldog ni manager no obi ko tu che ne su boni tioku ni free na wo ye hwehwemu a asa ya yes a land issue say ye dia issue ana poto and there are people who are walking around utumi who say these are people who are suspects. They are walking around. JB Dankwadi. Ya kochi says it don. Papa boy sebi. Hospital bi am be kan kire ye se na adwede mo kano. Se wa bodam. Hospital bi ani wa ye san wi mo abeka kire yen. Abrante ya kogina kotabubo nkrofo din pam. Na anso ebi mi wo ho a wo de wonsa kan wo mo enye ye. Society we no better na waka say we police ti wetu yakochi obi aho nti dia ekoso ya na ye ni asabi ye ni godfather ni yesuro esa ni yesuro because on here obi betimi akoye obiribi kwa obi just wo be fa ni wedi adan ya ye bo obi din se onu na sha hire a ani kire sa asam no ewu unye hwe ni adan ya o sika kakra. Look, these are things that will not help this country.
Okay.
Oh, honey, a friend is a JB Danko, member of parliament, a legislator. Obo man shemra. Onya boni bi. Onji obi a girl. Onko wia obi a dear. Dear boni awaya ni se wakwa edwuma apon aba bede ne fie a odwene ne ho. Ade chia obesan so akwa edwuma bi o. Menuya, you hear all kind of report. Aba obi se car baye, omu se car ni ede obi un se security service, security cameras no I record it and ni nyina pasa me no ka say Ankusiaga. Hwe Ahmed Swale die ade na Ahmed Swale ye nyina ye chichi mra se journalist adwuma nsam trofo adwuma no ayesi ye beye ene ye dia ba nsam trofo yi wo ma adwuma na wankọ chinchiri a ankansu kom beba anu wakọ chinchiri na hu nso kom aba na de odi anchiri ba ya na de asam ne ba ya na sansu kom na ba ya no uwie ya abrantie yi yakọ boni tue kunu ya aftermath to that issue no enyina nim de call ye but nobody could arrest anybody until ene okoka yanka adanya wa wonam hokra wusuro unko kan ye ade na obehu. I mean, so for me it's a good thing. Nyame danase. I think sir it was a long standing investigation. Police ejumakuo no aya na besu ene. Na metie minu bi no se oteteye wono ba ye no. Ane ye chi abrantie no. Me bona baso, but you see it cannot be say tete wono ba ya 2 days no ani etimiri ko ye investigation ewie ye di chi abrante no me gidi se dan pare aye adwuma wo saade no wa ye adwuma wo ho na abeduru beebi na chi na ono wanchi no wo ne berso eno nkire so ono nso anye adwuma wo ho what the successive police IGPs aba was asking from 2019 minim nipa no was na dampare ho apietuo wo mu nyina no I'm sure say but it's just that I feel say na it was too slow. I say yes no ahun Ghana wo ye wadwuma usuro look sometimes you see I have a police bodyguard on minam but you see sometimes unamwa enedi an makoka o parliament manka ni ya na makoti obi na nso ana enti wani twa ho sade wai nukure ni esase ye ka bato nka kasa ye ken anka oba se obebubo nkrofo bi din ni ade bato usoro we wan no akobo. And this is the kind of society that we are building, which of course will not help the future that we want to build.
Okay.
And the Yadanyamia say anya kurano ene yachino. And afe your other topic.
1 minute.
Your other topic.
Free education. No?
Free education. Otumfo ose tutu asante mawura nana yebo odi ane papamua. Nanso we dia adabraka nana yesrawo. In fact, me ameti Honorable David Von D. Medie and Kamakuma mini madrine mono. Obi eni ho de ne bako school a. Ye trade animano, a man baby da. Wa na obeye. Ukwa mama ye wo wiase nyina. Aye a tuition fee. Any whatever infrastructure utility na ye ntua. Inter ye day schools and a ye ntua fees. Na se wodi obana akoda boarding no obedidi no obeda be sore die and me in fact ebia na I need to be corrected me nyenhu bi but Ghana yaje atum se yebeye se yaje atum se yebeye previous administration no omentimi anya direct funding source bi abetimi ahesa program yi ye ba ye nya direct funding source we budget ni mu a ebetimi ahesa program yi enti adabraka nana ahobrase mu wait there ya yamana koduro no muma na nya saa na nya free SHS na nya saa say ye nim ni ekotie na afutuo ya afutuo papa yi na John Dramani Mahama kotie Ewrade Yesu
Edekaba
John aba betwa free SHS mu ye nkasa na ohini Paul Solomon na tu yafu ni ye yo Ghana fo nyina de begu John Mahama so ye you may free SHS.
Thank
and
you.
No one here they call.
Honorable Von D. Medase, Member of Parliament for Chimokwa. I'm grateful. And who
would you have a so politics? Nana, where they are so. I'm
where he ended November, lawyer, That's a bit for 10 minutes.
Honorable Bondi.
No crown of my
and then chia PSC panel de be makotoko hene ne mrania me me de pa no kotoko hene doors opim so
eno na be de obodi ze no
opim so opim so
no
me hu say Kofrempon hu ni social media na wa gin opim so black t-shirt bi na o showcase opim so nya sam keto eno anajo da mu ye am say yes ye wa de o yampa tikoto ko hene ye chia na ye dana senso say amanyo semi odina no ababetum say the kan measure say free baby a honorable ende ye no na fe maba security no so tew you see honorable what can say say kotoko hene advice no eye akwakwa eye nso ye mfa tina da bia meka no honorable me nchechire ga no ni
anya mo de mo amfa kotoko hene advice no anu mo amfa yani ankofa ni aka say yani afa ye mfa ana wanfa kotoko seka oben musire yen yo ana wanfa
wawie me say yan chechire oman
ade we
what try no person o chechire amanyokuo so what you can just say enye pa me mfa de a you see nkomo ekra say enye kotoko hene nko na aka hu the former
suggestions
na babebre former finance minister Nkrofo say that is the reason why he was not retained as, if I should use that word, he was not reappointed as the finance minister. That's what people are saying. Setekwe, yes, he came clearly say yes.
At the time of winning
election now, even Her Excellency the Vice President. Ono so ba be make a call say grade A schools no. Na enkiyenhwe na grade A schools no de yentua. Grade B schools and other things in there. No more. No matter, yes, I may have disagreements with them. But as some akotoko hene can so ni. And so see because yakwa could do point mo na maba ka kire say Ghana say ni say sikasam atete apansam.
Sika ni ho. And so budgetary allocation ni mo no. The Eco presidency no. Ohwe Nanado Dankwa Akufo-Addo a mo say ne breso o waste sika not a little over 300 million ekoko year operations of Jubilee House no say it was excessive mobile mabo ho almost times be 8 and amodeko e wa bre scan ho enti say na wo ka kire say sika wo ho de enfanhwe ye mofra no I don't have a problem with it but if say yen to me dia ni enhwe kwan pa ye be fa so is a suggestion yenhwe kwan pa ye be fa so a ye betoto nyoma bi ye meme issue a me wo asema ya kan dadaada any phrase brilliant but needy Mr. Speaker anope asema me pese me kan say no Ghanaian child is a lackluster no Ghanaian child Ghana ni akoda bia ni hwa oye uninspiring Ghana ni akoda bia ni hwa ana onye brilliant
onya wabon ma menka ne sa
opportunities in the differ right
eno wo ho ena obi wo ho no aka 1+1 obeti aka cho say 2 within a short time but obi wo ho no mo a just oto ne bo no digesting nkakran asan wate de wo kana say enti wo de ni timi ye 1+1 man ye 2 ne nche say sa kwada no brilliant chen obi enti se be ma brilliant for ne nko na akwa na just o ma yesusu so omunya brilliant no which I disagree no
did say ya dey classify schools here now
yes
you go a certain school I just say waben one go a certain school I just say wabon
you see anope ya me best studio here anope me sorry ya no my first daughter I do dey me artwork awaye
okay
so that look at this it's an inanimate object I haven't finished I will provide it was so nice me say why now here was say I me and me you can see say the interest wo ho eti me lawyer nti chinchina ya say me baba be lawyer anu na epra no
wa me lawyer na just say wa anya ade
na just wa anya ade no meanwhile o shena baby an interest e wo no creative skill and why shouldn't I help that child to develop that sector and I say nkwada ni bi wo ho no me dia wabon enti yemfama brilliant but needy please sir yatimia ye akwakodu baby e de ma obia dia I think the worst we can do for this nation is to give to all needy students because I may classify could ever say or ye wabon name opportunities na any yemfama oko outside world and na MPP aban e de buy with these term schools are honorable educhum ye ho adwuma ende ba ko okwa benya MP bia pesa ode ne ba ekọ oba wa brochire kura na unya na obeyi no de na ba honom because facilities are ya provide na say NDC ba beto aso na sa plan na MPP wo no ya de ekọ yanimu a we will get to a stage there may not be any need say a beye issue and I say unse ne honorable Vondi ne ba ekọ South Africa omo ko program bi he said it with pride. But it should be the case, say, Yebeka also Afa Ghana ho. It to me there, I even believe say I'm penyampasa or men yepe say ye nyoma bi tumpon education and health, especially etumpon there. Why shouldn't our politicians educate their children here? You see, we have as far as teachers are concerned. Former education minister Educhum, honorable Educhum. Okwa abrochi onko ti school abrochire. But who Ghana e beti aka say you are good for nothing. But we say wako US ama onu kuta school extra day with US. We have the brains in Ghana. The teachers that we teach that teach our children in this country no. Omo moye. Oko US obey far ye be hwa na chesa. Eti me point ni say yenya ye die ni yie. There should be a policy whereby you say a member of parliament or abemu appointee of government as a say oma etiminya education ewa ha na mu fa den ko baby because why should we spend dollars pounds educating our children outside at times you see you can brilliant but needy mamemra ho kakra scholarships I dey mean a true baby you say members of parliament cry ekoje scholarships ni bi and it is are they poor are they needy they are not. Honorable Vondi intimi kan chem say oh needy men kind of student and I say needy MP no
Kessben
ebi pra no ye needy o ebi kra po amen fans no ye needy but we know how hard working he is
by virtue of his position he
cannot yes because we have people at Mpesaso in Chelekra or Shediako school kran aye diama no I was once called e me krom say ya pam nkrani bi classes fees as saying parent a friend and I'm a friend headmaster. I was driving from Kumasi, I was from the constituency to Accra. A friend me I'm saying or say 20 cedis. 20 cedis for the whole term. Now no DSS can do own tia. Minim so benye sketch own tia na I'm a friend headmaster no. I'm say there so say ya pan be say ni say. Na me say ni nyina ye saying nkwada ni nyina ye ka bom no Mr. Speaker na enu 500 cedis. Me packet can am sending my headmaster no. Ehwa obi akoye information center say lawyer tua man kora ni nyina ntimumra. Ehwa na parents from school bees also wako tua ma hafo no tua man. You see people are indeed needy. So let's not put barriers say we are brilliant into on your day man. Name all needy students there. Say them security matter no.
Just 1 minute.
Yes, 1 minute. Me who police ni ayabo ni to krom ha ye hunu de okun no me hunu bi da bia me ka say police ka say wonchewa na say police obechewa ablekuma case kwezi kwaku ninja also Rollins time ya guna financial form police ankwa ko hu ba bi o sha me antu no na amesuale eso otene ba bi a yebo ni tuo I just say police, you see, intelligence, the Kuta Ghana police, do any crowd here. On a message, and some truck from the Ombayomaye, or Mabo Hunderu, or Maka Wonsem. Now, police, no, they had the requisite apparatus and accoutrements to ensure somebody arrested whoever perpetrated. But young also, who say, Name ye who said, Dependence, I actually know a suspect. And you're not any bit me and says, see a bose, Wakuno. Eti ebesra police for said ye omo de to for mo a entem hareso omutibi me ehunu nipa kro no yesre emfa ho ni nipa kro a o shaase anase bibi no esese ye bring that person to book and na honorable ka no it gets to a point afa wu ko fie kro na wa usuru said it na meko there should be proper security for all to enjoy.
Medase, lawyer Sebe, member of the New Patriotic Party, bringing us to exactly 21 minutes after 9. Kind few of the messages are more there about Francis Appiah send away from Memphis Central. So greetings to you, Mr. Speaker, and the NDC executives in Memphis Central. We should come together and work to reset Ghana. God bless you and your team. Kessben, you're on top. Appiah Francis, thank you. Good morning, Speaker. Good morning to you. Thank you for tuning in. Kind way. This one says that, good morning, Speaker. Please, I don't think cancellation of the free senior high school would help because people that sent their awards to high profile schools do not continue their education here in Ghana. So they should maintain the policy. Mame Bema sensing that one from Kumasi. Mame Bema, thank you. Dr. Dampare was a fantastic IGP, but his boys betrayed him. From Kwame Festus, sensing that one from Jabin in the Ashanti region. Kwame, thank you for a message. I'm grateful. We say, good morning, Mr. Speaker. Dr. Dampare demoted to COP or going to pension new after the IGP. Ima, you are trying to inquire. You sent in that one from a year Dunkwao on Ofin in the central region. This one says, good morning, Mr. Speaker and the panel members. Now, Reverend Pons Ziga is telling the truth with regards to Dampare's issue from Living Saint. Living Saint, thank you for your message. We at the above from the camp of Honorable Ayebi. Okay, please, my greetings to Honorable Ololo for his good works he's doing for the good people of the Achere Bona electoral area. My condolences to him and the family. Thank you for a message. This one says that, Kwame, good morning. MPs must be part of their repart from their self and please me. I don't really get you. Appiah Kubi all the way for Itakwade there, but I don't get the content of a message. Well, it's a good morning, Speaker. NAPCO trainees are in arrears. President John Mahama must be ready to pay us. Please ask the NDC man for me and also ask the NPP member why did they not pay before leaving office. Randy, you sent in that one from Doma. Randy, thank you for a message. This one says that, good morning. How is it possible to allocate money to settle state workers and can't explain the utility bill from ECG, but to say the previous government made no interest from ECG, only to fulfill a delivery promise that eliminates our taxes, which won't bring us any interest to our revenue. Thank you for a message. This one says that, good morning, Mr. Speaker. Ex-IGP did very well, so Ghanaians should respect him. Now, the new IGP should follow what he should follow and do where he ended. Send my greetings to the NPP member in your studio. Thank you very much. This one says, I'm watching you live from Bogoso, Ablaze Enterprise. You are doing a great job for Mother Ghana, Mr. Speaker, and your team. Thank you for joining us all the way in the Western region, Bogoso. This one says, good morning, Kwame. I'm Adams. I'm Ogubo inside of Finso. Greetings to Abbas. Thank you. Message, Abba, Makainso, Eddie. Good morning, Mr. Speaker. Greetings to Honorable Von D. He looks very nice this morning. Please tell him, God bless him for the good works he is doing for his constituents. Sabato from Wenchi. Sabato sent in that one. An honorable or commended or dressing. Or say, we have seen during Akufo-Addo's era how students starved and are being packed like sardines in dormitories. President Mahama must do everything within his means and power to do away with such challenges within the senior high schools. Thank you. Eric Kwekubuedu, Patriotic Voices. We told Ghanaians that the NPP government is the only government that thinks about the future and welfare of the very Ghanaian. But some Ghanaians didn't listen. Now the reset is already here. Some Ghanaians have started complaining about the demeanor of this government in getting things done. God will save us and posterity will be the best judge. Thank you. This one is from Jones from Mansutun to Chrome. Mr. Speaker, good morning. About the free SHS review policy, rich and poor cannot be benefited. So the rich must be able to pay and the poor ones will benefit. Okay, I think you share in that thought and view, though. May that say for your message. My member, Nana from Ponziga, so my member also not mean to.
Yes, Kwame. Okay, sir, President Kufuor issue be okwakai, assembly okwakai. Kessben. Corruption from Adam's time. So okay, sir, do I sir no. In fact, I had be a deep President Kufuor nyache. Now remember, say there was a time you to be kokosran. And no mudi nkomo. And now catch you say, sir, corruption from Adam's time now okay. And Kufuor misconstrued as some now okay. Misinterpretation was so huge. Now it has taken a lot from Ono President Kufuor. So you took advantage to explain widely to them. They are not a person watcher at that time. And was say, a person watcher say, ya boy Adam no, na ya Adam unkuwa meboa. Owo tronum the Garden of Eden. Bibia anu nya, yare ni ho, bibia ni ho. Emwa bia hu na omusuro no, onye de hene e bibia. Until say a certain evil by na evil hu ofe. Enti evil hu ofe no, eno ode dada Adam na ya ade na wompe. Eti wo kache na point is ni say adwuma pa ya ye ni na no se anye careful ne ma afefe de a ye de te ha sei se wo ye minister na bibia wunya wo shanta de papa ne ade de ope bia won set bika o masade ni bedi utribu dem a obeye corrupt because sa corruption is started from Adam's time.
Okay,
Kwame papa nya opportunity bia opeso explain man Kufuor eti sa asem na se obi obaka kwasra President Kufuor bia no o explain that thing to them opeso claim.
Yeah,
otu for issue ya be kotokwa hene na me body na aka asem keke. Kwame so man micromanage issue ye so man teacher asem we say mu yi a Kwame and Kufuor be hitting because yesterday on the social media various platforms, TV, television and radio stations, some of the comments were not palatable because we have misconstrued what Otufor said. We have taken some account literally. But please, let our subconscious cleanse our consciousness. Then go deep into what Otufor said. Near share asemno. Send your CC can and lawyer. Share. This is what Otufor mean. They are more into what he said. Okay, Article 25 1B was say secondary education in 8 different forms, including technical and vocational education, shall be made generally available and accessible to all by every appropriate means, and in particular by the progressive introduction of free education. Tell you, eti kwam ye kase free education, enye tuition na okwaje no nko a Jamaica what I say. Si ye kase free education, enye boarding na okwaje ni free no nko a. Every single thing adie bia uko school bia and someone saka bia should be free. Meboa.
meet you partner.
Yes, it should be free.
You hear any adware?
Jo hear any adware? Eti constitutional ma caveat. Constitutional fa clause bi anto so. Constitutional ka say name say there be what can clear say it should be free.
Kessben.
Eti tuition free, it should be free. Boarding should be free. Food should be free. Accommodation BPS should be free. You understand? Now listen to me. President Mahama Baye and one former education forum. So education forum for and no more didn't want a beer bar bontain. Be sure say that informed Otufor to say this. Graphic Corporation and the publishing last week. Daily Graphic. And no more for graphics ni ebini loyalty. Any read Faba Obian TV. Would you read? This is a graphic, Daily Graphic.
Yeah, Daily Graphic. I say borders must pay boarding, feeding fee, education forum stakeholders.
Yes. So the education forum now,
Those are some of the suggestions.
Some of the suggestions that the forum na eka. And Otufor na kachira will say, Okacha Haruna. I have listened to the audio and the video. And Okacha Haruna say enkora be call school yenya baby na tie you or refer to the body na omuntua no enkora be call school yesi ye free senior high school na enkora be call na obetua feed ene na yengu no yen cancel no enye free. That is the meaning. Say enkora be call school na be catch me say obetua boarding yentimi ma obeduani ni dia ene na chese enye free ene yen cancel no na yenya ne say for needy obia ebia wo hia no we should go back to the cocoa scholarship era na ne e wono at that time no na cocoa sika no obia ebia na wofo ni bia we ye brilliant na ye henda no ye deprive no ye fa say sika no ko henu school. Let us go back there. That is what he means. But say ye kasi ye near Dennis, ye pesi ye sadu in the free education, na suggestions are unnecessary suggestions in Madia. Then we should, I mean, maintain it and move on. Because what is say progressively free that? Progressively, no, Kwame, whether we like it or not, see, 100 years, 1 year start here, and yet there's a hitches. It progressively, no, ye ko ye num kakra na de necessary. You get me? If you double track, yes, schools, yes, dormitories, now come, a fenny, a bedroom, near high. And we have started that thing. Where from these suggestions in the first place? So that informed Otunfo to tell Haruna. It's one way or the other. He's taking swipe of the education forum and some no more can. You understand? Na me sa do e kwa me blame obiao. Me blame Mr. Foriata. The former finance minister, Mrs. Papa no 1 year ye very say Amwakwata. They bia no baby o manu bia no, they put MPP party in this country on trial. He was the first person as a finance minister. He was the first person oba Bontebeka say Argentina meme no metimi atua me ma me banko tua me Oforiata me we me odefo me bako achimota me de ne call ya no I drove back. I don't get it. You understand? So, Kasa no on the co-page debate the buyer, a could defeat that Article 25 clause 1 say progressively free now and I say a year free. BBS should be free. Or see every Ghanaian child. What I say, oh, Papa will be my mini bill, out for it should be free. And to a Kasa and call for free. No, I have finance minister now. The Sikani now on the house no me say, Adiano. A drained the coffers of this country. It will kind of crack and then comforted to support a good policy up to now. Why do we have to do this thing to ourselves? Me, I prefer say Akorabeko school, Kwame. Now or that form, no ye better na dear no be secondary education. Because Kwame, yet I say no Ghana, your education is secondary school. University mono ye quite to acquire knowledge and your friends broaden our horizon. And routine will be appear before the vetting committee. And you be so school now. What can't your alma mater secondary school? That is where they display. Sometimes they wear their tie, but not such a huge no. Any a polakwan will be will display the secondary school and the year school.
Very well. May I say now, report. My member on one day. So I will wrap it up. Member or name lawyer. 2 minutes each. Now, wrap it up. Your time now as well.
And then you best start appropriation debate. You know.
Okay.
What they call expenditure. You know, on the various sectors.
Sectors, yes, from the budget.
Mr. Atufos and Finance Minister. I'm sector BR. Assignment said they should present their workable plan.
Okay.
And I believe they will do so. And yebetime ama enwema akoyie.
Okay.
Number 2, magana fo nyina ehunu se bebia yedru no. Yinyina na beka bom abu oman no no man afanente ba pefra. Yinyina yemfe ye nehwe openi kase na ankasa. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, how modest he is. And he said, "You're in Nuama, or minister do our year independent celebration. The real no, and Nuama or no pese bibia no or de etutu na kwamna or manuama a ye. Nina yamua no my afanintema pefra menua. Medin kayaka say, Meno, Honorable David Vondi. On his school fees, a bimutra or private school. basic school na nyagoro. 100,000 Ghana cedi a year. But to me, now I could do secondary school.
Yes, if
na secondary school no term no be kura ni 2,000. E bi 1,005 bi kura 1,000. Na no yes yen kono kwa. And I'm suma double track aba. Into anhwe ya ye training yen kola no. Na so be pie no. Na when shada hunu de esese wo hunu no.
Okay.
But ya kodru brea. Ye nyina ne ya mana duru saa. Enti yen som na yenye ne yie. Na nye yie. Na free SHS de na ahobrase mu watu ye fu papa. Na so won kola se de ya ye nyoma akoduro no. Wa hwe afutuo we de ye fa. This is what so boboni ebe brenda John Mahama wan kasa wo bo. Okay. Na manyoku. Itina na ye do ase no afutuo. Ye do ase bebre.
Thank you for your sincerity. Cancel. Remember so that young corner.
Okay.
The time now.
When the nyina be education because it's very important and so dear to my heart as well. Educating our children, let me put it that way, is very important. Na honorable Vondi nsem kamu nyina no. Oka na waka actually say what me to your primary or the back where you now do secondary school 2,000. Say the other say is ultimate here. Na the thing na also kofa say and then I say you two for kan ya na o ka bi o. But as also that na kakra. Yenuas ga akasem yenhwe niye. Otumfo doesn't speak in vain. He always speaks from an informed position. You can be in parliament, but the two for be parliament house no. Honorable, e bi kra na wo hunu ye. It is our discussions in and ko two for the kwa de kebe boamu because o hwe budget omo aye. Enu omo matwitwa mo ho nkwan de we call mo side ni ade na free education said the adodan kwaku de mo ntumi nye. It we crap on a pave way amamo. Na kama kwa hiding under otumfo. Na kama otumfo si enye se na nkede.
You are just being sarcastic. You are just being so sarcastic.
Thank you. My man was here, Mrs. Patricia. But you a very big happy birthday and pay children together with your husband. Wishes you the best of your new age. Happy birthday to you. I mean, wish you Philippa. If you nobody understands. Appiah, a very big happy birthday. Philippa, it's your birthday this morning. We wish you the best of your new age. Happy birthday to you. God bless you. And let me say a very big good morning to your Chief Executive, Angels Beauty Lounge. It's not really gone. Thank you so much for your time and thank you for joining us. On behalf of my team, I want to say a very big thank you to you for making time with us. Here the Kwame Appiah Kubi. This is where time will permit us to draw the curtain down. So Joe, it's up next with Med Production.